What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in another video on the channel, and today we made sweet and spicy chicken. It's a freestyle. You already know the vibes. Let me take you through the process. First things first, of course, we started with our boneless, skinless chicken thighs, trimmed a little bit more of the thigh fat off, and then I seasoned it up. Let me give you the usual suspects. They are sitting there right on your screen. Same exact process every time when I air fry my chicken. 350, 375, 30 minutes. I don't turn it over. You don't have to in the air fryer that I have. The brand people ask about all the time is a Big Boss. And the way that it's set up, obviously air fryers, if you don't know, they're convection ovens, so it does cook evenly underneath as well. You don't have to turn it over. If you want to get a little more bark on the end, then about 20 minutes in, you can just flip it over and give it that extra bark on the other side. You know that, I don't know where I get these sound effects from. But then I made a sauce afterwards when I pulled them out. I used my Nashville hot seasoning as well as, believe it or not, I put it on the screen. I used strawberry preserves. It's a fancy way of saying jelly. It doesn't matter what it is. Sugar-free version. I wanted to make something sweet and spicy. I was going to go with Nashville hot initially, but I didn't want to use oil. So I used a little bit of water, and obviously the same seasonings I put on the chicken, I put in the water as well. Added the Nashville hot to it, made a little bit of like a paste, but it looked a little runny because I didn't want to use oil. So I added the jelly to it. I wanted to see what it was going to do. It's a poor person's trick, as well as like dorm room, small dormitory, if you get the idea kind of thing. Let's move on to the pasta. We have some spaghetti, real simple. I used my same cheese sauce, the desert pepper, again, added the pasta water to it to make a little bit of a sauce out of it, seasoned it up the exact same way, a little bit of Nashville hot, tossed my pasta in there, add a little bit of mixed veggies, you know, I like to hide my vegetables in there, and plenty of cracked black pepper on the top, and then I snuck in some Brussels sprouts. Don't even look at those. No one cares or likes Brussels sprouts but me, but I still love y'all. Y'all know the vibes. I can't wait to get into this. Why am I holding my hands up like this? This does absolutely nothing. But let me get a thumbnail. Would you eat this? No, seriously, would you eat this? Especially that right there. Come on, man. You tell me you won't eat that? Right here. Oh, I can't wait to try this. Did I bring? Yes. This is big because this is going to be a messy one. I'm like, I don't like taking from the top because then, all right, here we go. Look at that. That's jelly, bro. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Y'all hear it. Why not always laugh when something good now? It's because there's no way it's supposed to be good. Get that kick from the Nashville hot. And the sweet from the strawberry jelly. Bruh, that's good. Yeah, right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta try this. So I'm glad I got the little straw this time. I'm gonna. Sugar-free Arnold Palmer. If you don't know what Arnold Palmer is, it's half iced tea, half lemonade. It comes like that, actually. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's get in some of these noodles. Yes, I have a plastic fork. Yo, listen, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Y'all have no idea. Like, thank you so much for your support. But I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? Stop dissing my plastic utensils, bro. I'm from the trenches, all right? I like my plastic utensils. This simple as pasta, man. Just make sure you cook it right. Nice and al dente. That cheesy flavor to it. A little bit of spice. I did put Nashville hot seasoning in the cheese as well. Come here. This is why I be grabbing Brussels sprouts in my hands, bro. 2 reasons why I use a plastic utensil. Well, 3. One, I already said I'm from the trenches, okay? Paper plates, plastic utensils. I'm very at home with it. Do I like using fancy stuff? Yes, but I like plastic utensil type joints more. Reason number 1. Number 2, because I do all the highest rated stuff, a lot of the stuff I do, I'm ordering. They give me a ton of plastic utensils. I don't want to throw them out, and I'm not just going to sit here with plastic utensils forever, so I usually like to use them. Every time I order, they give me like 5 of them, right? So I'm not just gonna let them sit there. And number 3, and most importantly, nobody does my dishes but me. This I can just get rid of. Sometimes I don't, I'm not gonna lie. Don't act like I'm the only one that saves plastic utensils, okay? So, much easier to work with. There's one less dish to do. If I find a fancy Destructo that I put my food on, my plates are too big. Otherwise, I got plans straight right now. I'm not gonna be playing. I got a whole little smaller table next to me. Y'all don't see that. Okay? Trenches. I don't use these for much because my food's too big. So I don't really got nothing to do with it. So it is what it is, man. I just had to, I like to give my little explanations, okay? I don't really get butthurt about it. I just find it funny. That's like, man. Got hit with the pasta too. Hot as hell. I don't care. You crack me up. There's so many people every time. No matter, I could use a pitchfork to eat. Like people are like, yo, why is your fork so big? And then I'll use, you know, a regular size fork, which is about this size, and it's plastic. So I'm plastic. Then I'll use the spoons or whatever. Sometimes they be little, so I like to take my time with my food, bro. I'm not trying to shovel this fast as I can in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully, I don't even care. There was one time, this is a true story. I don't always have to say it's a true story. Like, why would I make this stuff up? Back in the early IG days, the live streaming days, right? You would get random people that would pop in some live streams when I didn't, which is cool. Come through. But a lot of times people always were like, your fork is too small. It was just a regular fork, but people were like, yo, your fork is too small. So I used a big fork. People were like, why are you using a big ass fork? So one day to troll people, I ate my entire meal with a Chinese food takeout container. Like the lid. I ate it all with a lid. So you don't want me to use no utensils, I'm just using my lid. I thought it was funny. People love to come through with the troll goodness. And sometimes it's all in good fun. You know what I mean? I don't really mind. But I just feel like I like using my little fork sometimes, bro. The thing I don't like using, truthfully, is like the big utensils. I'm not trying to shove the food in my mouth. Like, this is the only time I eat all day. So, for me, I'm trying to savor my food. You know what I'm saying? No, I did not just almost break my own finger when it slipped off the plastic fork. Is that why y'all told me not to use it or no? House is right on the money right there. Come here, bro. I don't got time. Yeah. You're supposed to use a spoon underneath. Anybody got time for all that? That's fantastic. That is fantastic. But I feel like food tastes better in like takeout containers. I don't think I'm weird. But I even as a kid, like when it came to little plastic containers you get Chinese food in, I'd be saving them. That's a plate. And it comes with a lid, so if you don't finish it, which never was my case, you got yourself your own built-in little refrigerator unit. You know? I've touched on this mad times, but it always makes me laugh. Like, if you grow up in certain households like mine, like, bro, we ain't throw out anything. You better believe there was about 16 containers of butter in my fridge, and only one of them had butter, and truthfully, sometimes zero. Is it optimal when you actually want to eat? Nah, because you got to look through all of them and make sure you get the right one. Sometimes you think you're getting spaghetti and you get like green beans, you know, or just regular beans. And the butter be always in the back. It's always that damn brown parquet container. Or country crock, not my parquet, my bad. Country crock. I know somebody's gonna correct me. There's always that one person. I'm like, hey, actually, the brown. I know, bro. I know. It'd be late, bro. I don't know what time it is. 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. You have to excuse me, my brain ain't all there. I promise you, I'm smarter than I let on. But when you make 40-minute recordings where you're talking to a camera, sometimes you get loopy. And sometimes you say stuff that might not be 100% accurate. Or you slip up and say, like the parquet, instead of country crock. I know country crock was that little brown, like the tan brown at the top. I know what it looked like in my head, but I said parquet. Parquet was blue, right? A little yellow writing. They still make parquet? I don't even know what they make because I don't eat butter. There's no butter in my fridge ever. I think I have like 1 stick of butter, and it's from like sometime over the summer. Like I baked something. But for the most part, I'm not like a, there's not butter. I don't have sugar in my house, believe that. Yeah, I just said it out loud. That's right, certain stuff that were staples in my house that I grew up with. Butter, always butter in my house. There was regular butter and margarine. Don't ask me why. Sugar. There was always that big ass, you know, I know what sugar look like. But sugar. And believe it or not, there is no like Lawry's or iodized salt in my house. And that's like blasphemy. I just got so frustrated trying to pick up this little baby Brussels sprout that I moved to the next one. But there's none. That's hot, bro. I'm caring. I haven't cooked with butter and I couldn't even tell you. Sugar. I don't put sugar in anything. You know, there was always sugar in my house growing up. Mainly for Kool-Aid. But also, it depended on who made the spaghetti. You had my father, who was the spaghetti traditionalist, who made it how his dad made it. And my mom, every once in a while, depending on the time, she put sugar in it. I'm telling you, I don't like the sugar in spaghetti. Don't tell anybody about the sugar, bro. The sugar for me. Now, she wouldn't put that much though. I have had spaghetti in people's houses where it's like just like a pound of sugar in there. You taste it right away. And that's usually people that make one pot spaghetti. We didn't do that either. There was always one pan for the pot for the sauce and one pot for the pasta. And you sauce yours however you want to. Right over the top. Right. Now I know some houses, I know everybody in here makes spaghetti. Ain't no houses in the world that make spaghetti of some sort, right? But there was a specific houses that, you know, they would put it all in one pot. I didn't do that. I couldn't do it. Mom didn't do that either. And my dad forget it. Anytime you desecrated his spaghetti, Yes, desecrated. He'll say the same thing. Your grandpa will be spinning in his grave right now. Yeah. Every time. He's spinning in the grave right now. He ain't spinning. He married a black woman. You can tell me he's spinning. He ain't spinning. He done put some, his wife put some sugar in spaghetti too. Shut up. I never told him that because I lost a tooth, but I was thinking it though. I thought it like twice. I never said it out loud. I've never been a parent, you know? But the one thing I always say now, parents, like if I should say when, I would guess that I'm gonna have a child eventually, right? If I decide to have a kid, I'm gonna be getting mad about stuff that he might have think in his head. Because I know when my dad said certain things to me as a youth, in my head I'll be cussing him out. No. Because I value my teeth where they are, in my mouth. I wouldn't have dared say anything out loud. But I thought it. You know, come to think of it, I think he thought it too. Me and my dad kind of butted heads. Like, when I was a teenager. And a lot of times, I know he watching my shit too. So I don't care if he watching. I was innocent. He would think I was up to no good. And I really wasn't. I was actually like a good kid, bro. I really didn't get in a lot of trouble. And there was a stage where I was trying to be cool, but I never did anything stupid. Like, I never did anything that was like, you know, wrong, illegal, stuff like that. I was not that kind of kid. Now, that's not to say that I wasn't around it. Yeah, I had friends that did stupid stuff, but I never stuck around when they did it. You know? Which I'm glad I didn't. You know, a lot of my friends did, from when I was younger, like teenager, you know, I'm talking like 12, 13, going into high school, I started to distance myself from them because I've told like snippets of this, but I started to distance myself from them. What the hell did I just do? I'm not editing that. Because they was doing stuff that, while it seems cool, because everybody else is doing it, in my head I'm like, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. I was trying to play ball in college. I knew I wanted to play ball in college when I was a kid. So, it was right around my 8th grade year, going into high school, that a lot of the kids that I grew up with, you know, they started drinking, smoking cigarettes, smoking other stuff, you know, and all around just being stupid. You know, some of them would get in trouble for doing stuff like stealing, you know, and they would tell me they was gonna go do it. We finna go to this store and do this, right? I'm not gonna give you the details because not that they were getting in trouble with something that happened that long ago, but I just feel like I'm not supposed to say that kind of stuff. But we're gonna go to the store and do this. You coming? Me? No, I'm good. No. Was I around when they were like drinking stuff? Yeah, but I didn't drink. Like, I had no desire to do it. But a couple of them got caught taking things from certain stores. Got in trouble for it, whatever. But I was never around for it. And all the drinking and stuff like that, I didn't start drinking until the end of my senior year of high school. And even then, no, don't do this, by the way. Like, if you're young, don't do any of this shit. Like, if you're a teenager watching my videos, you ask any person who's already been out of high school or who's been out of college, who's done what you're doing or about to do. And I know when you're young, you think you know everything, because I did think I knew everything, but you don't. And there were people who were old like me who were going to tell you the same stuff, and it's going to go in one ear and out the other. But I still have to say, all that cool stuff, stuff that ain't legal especially, stay out of trouble, man. There's no good that can come from doing that. And if your friends, because some of my friends legit, when I was in 8th grade, would be like, you know, I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to say like the curse words, but would tell me I was being a baby or being scared. And I said, fine, like, I'll be that. This is for real. Like, I know I just turned it into like some real talk, but I'm not saying the real words they call me, but they would call me certain stuff. That's alright. It's cool. You know? I'm like, I'm not trying to get in trouble. And they would say things like, what do you think you're going to, like, you know, you're going to Florida State. What do you think you're going to Florida? What do you think? Like, stuff like that. You know. I said, yeah, I do. And little by little, I just stopped hanging out with them. You know? And some of them didn't graduate high school. Some of them didn't even finish high school. Some of them did, but it took them a while to pull their head out of their rears, and now they're doing okay. But some of them didn't even finish high school, man. And, you know, my whole point is, if you're doing things to be accepted by your friends that you're not cool with, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. Like, if you're trying to be something when you get older, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the law. Because even if you do something stupid and get caught as a minor, you're in the system now. You don't want to end up in the system, one. And two, if you actually want to do things when you get older, you know, get a good job, things like that, that's not going to get you anywhere near that kind of stuff. All that being cool shit, I know right now it might seem cool to you or follow trends, and I get that. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. And a lot of those people that you cool in high school, by the time you're my age, you ain't going to see 90% of them. And they're not going to give a shit about you the minute that you leave that situation or you try to do something with yourself. They're going to try to pull you down into the same situation that they're in because misery loves company. And I don't care. That includes like the drinking and stuff like that. Like, it's don't wait. Just wait till you get older, bro. Like, it's not worth it. And for people to tell you, you know, like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Even at my age, people try to make me, you know, oh, nah, let's get drunk. Like, bro, it's fucking Tuesday, bro. Like, for what? And if y'all think I'm lying, while I do enjoy night out with my friends from time to time, one, I'm an adult, and I still take care of what I have to take care of. But you don't catch me on a weekday just turned up the whole time. Like, I'm doing videos at 3 o'clock in the morning eating in front of a camera, right? There's nobody around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out trying to do all that stuff. And I'm not telling you not to enjoy yourself, but you don't have to be stupid to enjoy yourself. Like, be smart. You got a future. Take care of your future, and you'll thank me for it. Because a lot of those same kids I ran into by the time I got older, and those are the same kids that told me I wasn't going to this school and that school to play, that were like, oh, I saw you on ESPN, bro. What's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that as a flex. I'm just saying I made a choice. And I'm happy with the choices that I made, because you don't want to end up a statistic, like trying to be cool and stuff like that. I know all the little trends on TikTok and all the little, you know, kids trying to do stuff for clout and try to be cool and stuff like that. It ain't worth it, bro. Stay your ass in class. Get. I'm not telling you to be a straight A student, but get good grades. And if you don't want to go to college, you want to do something else with your life, be productive about it. Like, but at least graduate high school. Because I've never met a person who's dropped out of high school. I mean, I'm sure there's some out there, but it's rare to meet a person who didn't at least get a high school diploma. That's not like, man, I wish I would have got it. And I know you can get your GED and all that other stuff, but you don't want to like be the one person that didn't get to get a yearbook and shit like that. Like, it's a stupid thing to say, but looking back now, like, I'm glad I was in the yearbook. I'm glad that, you know, things turn out the way it is. And just just stop trying to be cool. I know I sound corny, but I don't care. You can be cool, but be your own cool. Don't be cool because other people are doing shit. Like, that like, the worst thing you can do is just follow other people's shit. Like, when you go your own way and make your own trends and be your own person, you'll realize that people will respect you for it, and they'll probably follow you in your direction too. They want to know what you're doing now. I'm just being real. Case in point, people thought I was stupid because I was eating food on camera. And the same fucking people are asking me, hey, I go out sometimes and people I grew up with, like, I want to be in a video and shit. I'm like, what? Those are the same people that when I first started doing Instagram unfollow me, right? Like, that's stupid. I ain't trying to see no food. Now you want to, what, you want to eat though? Like, first of all, why? Second of all, it's just food. And third of all, I'm not even like that cool. But you get what I'm saying? Like, that's the funny part. Now it's like, oh, that was my boy. Like, I can't even flip off the camera, but I want to. But anyway, make this sauce, bro. Make the chicken and jelly. I'm not gonna lie, like, jelly's kind of a prison thing. It's one of the few sweets that you can get, the little jelly packets. So they use it in a lot of things to sweeten their food. My uncle, bro. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Tomorrow we are not in the kitchen. We are doing some sort of highest rated, more than likely. I don't know what yet, because I don't know that. If you have suggestions, drop them in the first 3 hours this video comes out, and it might be the actual video. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.